The year is 2014, and we're going to talk about Outcast. That cat is killing me. We're going to talk about Outcast. My name is Brian Lee. To my left is...
Bran.
Hey, you were nice and quick.
Yeah.
To my right.
Christopher Lee.
This week, so we're recording a lot earlier than usual.
Yep.
Monster. I don't know why it feels so early. I mean, I think all of us wake up significantly earlier than it's like 11 o'clock right now, right?
Yeah, about.
Yeah. It's early for podcasting. But anyways, so instead of a beer, we're doing Space-Time Inferno.
Dark Matter.
Yes.
Space-Time Inferno.
Dark Matter.
That's a mummy with a magic sword on a flying tiger.
But wait, he has wings.
Oh, the tiger has wings, right? A flying tiger.
Yeah, duh. Come on now.
Huh.
Why can't tigers have wings?
Yeah, well, I say like, for the fantasy movie. I'm like, kind of, not really.
This isn't a fantasy movie.
So you don't know what the story is. So Christopher and I went to Dark Lord Day.
The best day.
But Dark Matter has their own tent there. So they were selling these in bottles for you audio listeners. So it's their coffee. So a concentrated brew of, what's that word? I think I need glasses. Katawi.
Oh, yeah.
Katawi.
Some coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee snob
I
will be
saw
mad.
the last word.
Yes, you did. Because you can read and I can't. So it's a certain type of coffee, and it's conditioned with Chicago distilled Malort.
Yeah, Malort.
Yeah. I got it. I won't learn unless I do it myself. At least Chris, do you want to do the plot keywords?
Yeah. Because last night I had the 2019 Dark Lord, and I just did the bottle opener.
We okay over there?
My grandson's a mouse.
Yes, he is. He is a mouse.
There you go. Plot keywords for Outcast. Warrior.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, what's the movie about?
Siege.
Okay.
Martial arts.
Oh, good job. Yeah, martial arts.
Martial arts.
Kinda.
Fucking do your own. I guess I can do
Thanks,
it.
Dad.
Soldier. And medieval times.
Medieval times. Are those everywhere or?
I believe. So. Yeah, because remember the Cable Guy with Jim Carrey?
Oh, that's
They went to
right.
medieval
Yeah,
times and he's put the meat on his face. He's like, on the skin. Like, hello, Clarice. You
Maybe
know?
it takes place in Illinois, though. Ferris Bueller's Day Off took place in Chicago.
True. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Sorry, one more.
I'll just do the trivia now since we got some time to kill. Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Actually, why was mine the worst?
Maybe because ours is chilled.
And
So
you're
the
getting
wax
practice.
breaks off easier.
That could be.
What's going on, Beastie?
So I'm going to try a sip of this now.
Yeah. I hope I get wax in my mouth.
Here's wax in your mouth.
Yeah.
Well. Oh, get ready for a wild ride.
With non-alcoholic coffee. Yeah, that aftertaste is so Malort.
Yeah.
And actually,
It doesn't stick though, like Malort does. I don't taste it anymore, but you can taste it right away.
and actually, when I went to the Dark Matter to pick up your Blood Lord, they actually
That's
had
a
this.
coffee for the.
Yeah, I don't have a disease. So they had this, but on tap in like nitro. So it's pretty good.
Damn. Fucking nitro.
You want to explain what Malort is since you're a big fan?
Ha!
No!
That's what I was hoping for.
It's hard to explain because it's like this.
It's a liquor.
But it's not. It's
Yeah.
a liquor. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not like a liqueur.
No,
It's a liquor.
But they
Is it
use
a cordial? Isn't that what they're considered?
No, because I thought that's more like brandy and sherry and port.
Because I think Chicago people have an idea.
Yeah.
Even if you haven't had it, you have an idea of what Malort is.
Actually, yeah, because then we have to explain to someone at Dark Lord,
I think so.
like, what's Malort? It's like, oh.
And when you've been drinking already, it's like,
Yeah.
it tastes like flowers. Don't worry about it.
Malort is a variation of the Swedish liquor Branvin. It's 70 proof. So it has what gives it that extra flavor is it's wormwood.
Right.
Is what gives it to it. So yeah, so
botanicals. Planty. Tastes like plants.
yeah. Yeah, it's similar to that. I didn't realize that it was that's why it was I was like why it was made, but yeah. Cool. Some bars in Washington DC have it.
Really?
Yeah, it's Chicago, a little bit in Denver, and Washington D.C., and that's it. So
That's why those politicians get everything.
Brandon, do you recommend Outcast? The movie, not the band?
Do I recommend Outcast? No. I wish I could, because it almost seemed like it would. There was something. There was a story there. I always thought it was, maybe it's going somewhere, and it just stopped. So no, I don't recommend it.
Brian, while you're about to sip some coffee, do you recommend Outcast?
No. I struggled so hard to get through this movie.
How long was it?
Hour and 40 minutes. An hour?
Owie?
An hour? 39 minutes.
Yeah. I took multiple breaks. Like, it was...
Because nothing happened.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like the main guy...
Anakin.
Yeah.
Is that who it was?
Yes, because... Yes. Anakin, yeah. I have the high ground, Anakin.
Hayden Christensen.
Haydenson,
whatever.
And so I thought like people weren't giving him roles because of his Star Wars acting. It turns out he actually had a lot of fame after that, and he's just like he felt undeserved, so he backed away. He bought her like a ranch or a farm or something in like California, or whatever, and he just picks and chooses the roles he wants to do, and he decided to do this.
Yeah.
I feel like his hair was way too trendy for like this time period.
I made that note. I'm sure this haircut is super historically accurate.
Yeah.
So need a fade.
Yeah.
Nick Cage is a Crusader again.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's not happy with it again.
What's that accent?
Nick Cage. Like that's what he does. I don't know where it's
And
from.
I feel like beginning Nick Cage has a different accent than ending Nick Cage.
So.
Yeah, because I think he was trying to add a lot of like slurring at the end because he's supposed to play a drunk. Yeah, it's pretty much how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like our impression of like the Mary Poppins guy. Yeah.
That's actually not far off.
And then I also feel like they could have done better with his eye makeup.
Yeah.
Instead of him just like squinting.
Because in Drive Angry, he has an eye injury, and I thought there was another movie he has an eye injury. But in this movie, it literally looks just like someone took like a red Sharpie. It's like, there you go.
Just keep it closed. Christopher.
Yes. No, I don't recommend this at all.
Yeah.
It's... I mean, Nick Cage's performance is pretty over the top, especially like the last half hour.
Yeah, the last half hour. That was really the good part.
We should mention that. How little he's in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically, like, because I was watching this and I texted you guys out, and I was just like, oh no.
Yeah.
Because, Nick Cage is basically in the first, like, 20 or so minutes, and then in the last, like, half hour.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but there's a good, like, almost an hour of just Hayden Christensen looking after a girl and two children.
I know it's not the same person, but Anakin, what was his super cringy line from when he's... Oh, fuck.
He does that.
No.
Because it's funny.
No, in the first one, in the Phantom Menace.
Oh, when he's like, I'm a power racer.
I feel like
that's not a line,
No, that's not a line, but it's like, there's a few. But it's not the same kid either.
I know. I don't know why I said that.
I'm sorry. I can Google it if you like.
No.
Well, you know what?
It's just, I just know he has some really cringy lines.
Yes.
I keep on wanting to say, ha ha, but that's Elliot Meat Teeth.
It's also the robot from Futurama. He stabs. Ha ha!
I love Futurama.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you. Because I was like, please know what I'm talking about.
A big thing I didn't like about the movie
Is sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, just I loved that all the Chinese emperor and all them. I loved their British accents that they had. That was pretty awesome. So okay, go ahead. Continue.
That's the one thing that's hard for me to get over about Chernobyl.
Mhm.
It's like it's all like British or Australian actors, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Have you listened to the podcast at all?
no, not yet.
Okay.
So actually, it's all, I don't know if you at the end of each episode they do a little kind of like synopsis or like a little kind of recap. It's pretty cool of each episode. It's like it's only like 2 minutes long, but
No. The thing at the end isn't that just what's on next episode?
no. And they also do a little like
Oh.
in this episode, you know, he's like, yeah, this character was an accumulation of
Oh.
all the scientists that it's really good.
Interesting. Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
What's that one guy from? The guy with the glasses. He looks
Mad Men.
familiar. I never watched Mad Men.
Oh, he was known for that. But in the companion podcast, it's the creator and some other guy.
Huh.
But they kind of talk about like the decisions they made of like what they included in the show and what
Right.
they didn't include.
Yeah.
Why were we talking about Chernobyl? Oh, the accents.
Oh, actually,
So the director was saying,
what? What did I do?
"You're missing out on a great show. Screw you."
You really need to watch it.
What?
You're
Chernobyl.
you're a history dork. You'd like it.
It's true. But what's it? Is it on Netflix?
No,
HBO. Swallowed a bug.
I that was a close one.
Oh no. That thing's going off the rails.
It really got you.
Death rattle.
Like I was dying. Like here it is. It's the end. I hope when I do die, you laugh this hard too. That'd be awesome.
I don't know. It's so funny, but it is. Oh my god. Okay, but Chernobyl.
It's on HBO. Well, because I just canceled my cable and I didn't know that I had free HBO.
Oh, really?
With it. Yeah, I came with it and I didn't know.
Oh.
So I'm just like, oh well, I guess I don't have. Yeah, I'm like, I guess I don't have HBO now. But I had it for like I guess I had HBO for like
But, I mean,
over
don't
a
they have like
year.
an app or something like
Yeah,
HBO Go? Or
I'm
something
sure
like
there's something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's HBO Go and HBO Now, and I don't know the difference between the two. But
that? Oh,
yeah, so you had HBO this whole time and didn't know it?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Huh.
whatever.
Yeah, well, I guess I don't watch like any cable or anything.
Yeah.
So
But to finish that point, the director said that he purposely didn't have the actors do Russian accents just because most actors, when they do a Russian accent, it's very like over the top, like
Right.
Rocky and Bullwinkle kind of
Right.
style.
been
So they're like,
awesome.
just
When you
don't
said
do
Rocky, I was about to think like Rocky 4.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh yeah, so my original point, the main thing I didn't like about this was the
oh yeah.
the one heir to the throne, the lady man boy, the one son,
The bad one or the good one?
the good one.
The good one.
Okay.
Yes. Like teach me how to fight.
Right. So first off, I feel like his voice was 80 yard.
Oh, probably.
It sounded
Yeah.
like it. But then also I got this vibe of that prince from Indiana Jones 2.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't
Right?
even think about that. Yeah.
Is
So
that a guy or a girl?
That was a.
in Indiana Jones too.
Yeah.
That was a guy.
Was
Oh, I
it?
was
Yeah.
gonna say girl. Oh shit.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it was a little
I know in
boy.
this movie it was a boy.
It was a boy,
Yeah.
right? That
yeah.
I know.
Yeah, and Indiana Jones too. Yeah, it was a boy. Because
Was
you
it?
remember when he was talking to Short Round
Right.
and they fought each other, with
Right.
the daggers? Yeah, it was a boy. You can tell. Because I don't even think he had a shirt on.
Different culture.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey.
I'm clearing my throat.
But yeah, that's why I didn't like the prince.
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't likable.
No.
At all. Anyways.
There was, kind of piggybacking off that, there was no real reason to have that other child in this movie at all. the one that they save and kind of like joins their convoy.
Oh yeah. I don't
Yeah.
even. She was there for no reason. It was
Yeah.
It's a plot point that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, basically, I think the whole reason why she's even in there is just for that one scene where Anakin
The village,
does that long range like bow and arrow shot.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm like,
yeah.
that's kind of it.
When they shack up at that one place and they're like feeding them and stuff like that. What was with all the weird camera angles?
There's a
Yeah.
lot of weird camera angles in general.
I think they were because of the opium. I think they were trying to be like, oh, it's
Oh, yeah.
opium.
Oh, that
Oh, look
could
how
be.
goofy.
Hmm.
Which when
Good.
I was like when the prince and the sister and them were going to that went into that one huge like building where I thought that was going to be Nick Cage
Right.
with the opium.
Right,
but
right,
then
right,
I'm like, okay, it's Nick Cage.
Right.
This is going to be great.
Yeah.
And then it ends up being Anakin, and I'm just like, okay, maybe he'll show up soon.
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30
just kept
minutes.
going.
I'm like,
Basically, every single time in this movie where like Anakin would like get in trouble, I'll be like, oh man, Nick Cage got saved
right,
the day.
yes,
And
yeah.
he doesn't.
Right, that's what I thought too.
I like how you guys keep calling him Anakin.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, so because I even after that, I'm like, I have written down where's Nick Cage, and I'm like, oh, these accents are very fitting. You know,
Yeah.
it is really it's immersion. You know, that's really what it is.
Also in the beginning, Nick Cage has a beard and a ponytail.
Yes.
I appreciated that. So question for you guys, kind of about the movie and maybe even about history. So like suit of armor, right?
Right.
Big, it's heavy, it's metal.
Yeah.
People are getting stabbed real easily through armor.
Yeah, it's
Is that like, were the swords like that sharp back then? They just like pierced metal easily?
Right, because they would usually have, well, back then, would they have chainmail under, well, of
Well,
course, this is wait.
Chainmail, I could
1100s,
12th
12th century.
Right.
century. So like chainmail, I could see like a blade like getting through that because there are
but
holes.
I think it was made to where
Chainmail was made to stop arrows, I believe. A very big blunt, sometimes blunt or sharp sword can. If you stab chainmail with enough force, you can go through it.
Yeah.
Plate mail.
what was that?
When you there's like when you back in the day the swords
right.
you weren't like hacking and chopping, you were like there was multiple different ways you like use the sword to fight.
Yeah.
And it was when you use it against somebody with armor, you went for the spots where
Right.
it had
Right.
you know
Yeah.
like the neck, the shoulder, everything. That's where you go. So the people getting stabbed through the armor,
Yeah.
then they just know we just to
'Cause-
die fast.
Yeah,
It was,
and the reason why I bring that up is quite a few times in this movie, people get stabbed through armor, like plate armor,
yeah.
and then who is it? I forget if it's Nick Cage or Anakin, but they're like punching people wearing armor, and they like fall over. It's like,
yeah.
what's that armor protecting against?
What was that awesome show? It might have been on History Channel, like Deadliest Warrior or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about
Deadliest Warrior, yeah. They
Was that what
put
it
the
was
two
called?
warriors against.
Yeah.
I think it was on Spike TV
I
actually.
think it was Spike.
Yeah, I remember I watched a bunch of that. I really
but
enjoyed
they,
it.
They talked about like the different weapons.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
them talking
The
about like the
different weapons, the
spear
different
and-
armor.
Yeah, that was a really
Genghis
cool
Khan
show.
versus John Wayne or something.
Yeah.
Well, he's a cowboy. He got a gun, so he could beat Genghis Khan. Oh no, that would never happen. Genghis Khan was not. It was never John Wayne, but
Damn it! I thought I missed one.
he was an actor.
I enjoyed the social commentary. I might be a princess, but I'm a woman.
Oh,
and
Christ.
women are blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, you know, there's a time and a place. I get it. It's understandable. But
not
this
in the 12th century
Exactly.
either.
It's like,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
okay. what-
Think about
yeah.
that.
It's, okay. Really, thank you for this.
I like the line, rumors are the distraction of children and old women.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Jesus.
Yeah, I remember that.
Going hard in the
Yeah.
paint.
Didn't it seem like this cost a lot of money to make?
Yes.
And it seemed like it was not put together well.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. I think it was about this time where I'm like, this must have cost a fortune, and they did not do a good job with the money they had.
Yeah.
Oh. And
Hope you're on coffee.
It's just Malort. The fumes.
Yeah, I have the note, so many Dutch angles.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This came out in 2015. GoPro must have been huge in 2015. Because there's like when in the very beginning, Anakin, like he's all high on whatever, and he like splashes water on his face, but they have like a point of view shot of
Yeah.
the water ball
Yeah.
hitting his face, like
Yeah.
yeah.
That what? I just had a stroke. I don't think I've ever known of anyone being all gooped up on opium and being able to kick ass.
Like, but Nick Cage trained him so well.
Yeah, like I assume that's where they were going with it. Like, muscle memory. Like,
that's really what it is.
Really? Because most people I've seen like just want to sleep.
So how
when that lady got punched in the face, that was probably the best part of the movie for me. Besides Nick Cage freakouts, it was so funny.
Like women hate it.
Well, no, because it was hilarious because she's like, but for the money you'll get, she's trying to convince Hayden
what was the
Christensen.
context of that? Like, I have the note that like
because she knew.
got punched.
Okay, so she knew so Anakin and them they're trying to get into this city for help. And they come across her caravan, and he gives her money to like be part of it. And she doesn't play that she knows who they are, but she ends up knowing that this is the princess.
Yeah.
And so she's like, oh, stay with me. And they're like, oh, okay, fine. So they stay with them, but she ends up stabbing them in the back, and she was gonna give them to
the guards,
the bad people.
Yeah.
And so, they drug Anakin because they knew
with opium.
Yeah, with opium, and then tie him up, and then so they're gonna do whatever with the other people, and so Anakin escapes. And the lady's like, no, like, don't free him. You know, the amount of money we can get. And he just walks up to her and just clocks her right in the face. And it was just funny because I wasn't expecting it.
We good?
No. I mean, the audio's still good.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, so I kind of lost it there because it's just how it happened. And she just drops like a sack of bricks, too. It just, it's so funny. I think seeing anybody get punched like that, it's just, when I'm not expecting it, doesn't matter. It just, it's funny.
My water. No.
I want to share.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for the glare, cat. You're such a good animal.
I don't have any more notes, though.
Okay, wait. So then when they were talking about the white ghost, remember the white ghost? And then I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, it's probably not even going to be Nick Cage. That's what I'm thinking. And it ends up being Nick Cage, and he's just like, oh, that's how he talks.
Yeah, you're not far off.
And then why does he have a snake wrapped around his hand?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Remember that? And he's just like, oh,
and he's like pointing it. Papa Shango. That's a deep dive. Wait, who else was he? He was the Godfather and...
It was Papa Shango, the Godfather, and Kama. Remember when he was part of the nation?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Kama, Kama.
Wait, I don't remember that.
There was Farouk, Kama,
Right.
Owen Hart, D'Lo Brown.
I remember Owen Hart.
Yeah, Owen Hart. Yeah, and he came at the end. And then Rocky and Rock.
Yeah,
yeah, The Rock, D'Lo Brown, Kama, Farouk, and Owen Hart.
Excuse me.
They are the nation of domination. Do.
Old timey Fox Social.
The part where you don't know that Nick Cage's wife has her tongue cut out, but she doesn't talk, and he's sitting there, and she sits in front of him, and he's like, all right, shut up. He's like, pipe down. That kind of got me.
Right.
Let's see. The bad guys have, I don't know what that is. Oh, when the log came down. Remember when they're in the cave where the bandits are, like, and then they come in, the log comes in and just like boosh, and then the log just disappears. I don't know what happened to it.
Very Home Alone.
That's what I thought too. I'm just like, we're watching Home Alone all of a sudden.
In the end, it's like, things like, oh, I won, but I guess I'll give you a chance to beat me. Go ahead. Oh, and I got shot twice with arrows, and I got stabbed in the chest, but I'll still win. It's like, oh my god.
What I didn't get was that, at the very end, like, basically, like, everyone gets, like, stabbed or shot with arrows, like, and everyone's on the ground, and they're dying, like, oh, I love you. Fades out, and then the next thing they're all fine, like,
great. Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
And they really made an emphasis with that one guard. Like in the beginning, he was like there. Like if he would have just stabbed the bad prince in the beginning, none of this would have happened. Yeah. You know, it's like, and then he's like, at the end, I'm so sorry I didn't do anything. And it's like, save it, buddy. You had your chance. Exactly.
I don't need no man.
Yeah, he doesn't.
No.
No.
Better shape up.
Dude.
Need a man.
Any other notes?
Nope.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Budget $25 million. Box office. How do you think it did?
5.
I'm gonna say 11.
4.8.
Hey, you were still over, but you know.
I did it.
All
All right.
Dave Matthews is here.
Yeah, he was. Hey.
Wow. Quicksand.
Magical. That's really what it is. Magical.
Oh, there's a light bulb out. Hayden Christensen sprained his ankle twice during this movie.
Walking to craft services.
He says it every time he's disappointed or something happens to him.
You've been on that website, right?
I've been on a lot.
It's just www.
Not a lot of websites.
It's just no.com.
Really?
It's a button you hit and it goes, no. It's pretty awesome.
That's pretty great.
I hope it's still there.
It better be.
When released in Hong Kong, the film was met with criticism and widespread outrage as the prominence of white saviors over the Asian protagonists.
Ooh.
As a result, the film was banned.
Wow.
And despite protests from producers, it was never released on DVD.
What country?
Hong Kong.
Oh.
Wow.
That and this is in trivia. I just looked it up because I was curious.
Okay, I don't understand.
I had never heard of this director, Nick Powell. It was his first movie. But basically, I guess he's most known for being the stunt coordinator for The Bourne Identity and The Last Samurai.
Oh.
So I guess he was just like a stunt guy.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the Bourne movies.
I think I've seen maybe like the first one or two of them. They're not bad.
I heard they're good.
Yeah, they're not, yeah. So
I've seen bits and pieces.
Yeah. What was the other movie?
I mean, he's done a lot, but the biggest ones were Bourne Identity and The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, yeah. I saw it in theaters.
sorry.
It's all right. It's a white guy.
There you go.
And that's
You can't show that in Hong Kong.
how do you feel about the beer? Is that what we do next?
Yeah. Well, do you still recommend?
Well, do we still not recommend it all across the board?
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah, no.
I don't recommend this.
His acting is like crazy at the end.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he's got like the Gene Simmons hair.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, go ahead.
the like terrible eye makeup, which is just really just him squinting.
Yes.
And an accent that is crazy. So it's like, I think if he had been in the entire movie, like there'd be some kind of like.
And then, there would be like watch with a bunch of people and have some drinks. That would be that. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, the fact that he's like in the beginning and the very end, it's just not worth it.
And the beginning doesn't even count because he's there for like a few seconds, doesn't do anything.
Right.
Yeah.
So I forgot to mention. So when Nick Cage ends up dying and he falls, you see his wig falls off.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. You see how his hair is like kind of high up top.
Yeah.
It ends up falling off.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. How about that?
Yeah. So there you go. How about that?
What do you think about your Malort coffee?
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think if it like had that Malort kick and it continued, it might be a little. I still drink it.
Yeah.
But no, it's enjoyable.
It's a good little pick me up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey. Well, he brought it.
Thank you.
I brought one for myself.
Could you log this in Untapped?
I don't. Ooh, we'll have to.
Let's find out. A 1,
There's no
a 2,
UPC.
a 3. You ate my sucker.
Brian, how do you feel about this? Space Time Inferno.
I love coffee. I love Malort. If I was able to log it into Untapped.
Oh yeah, did you give it a rating? A theoretical rating?
He didn't. He's going to see if he can log it.
You can't.
My theoretical rating would be.
You probably create it in Untapped, you'd think.
I'd give it a 3.5.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I'd agree with that, actually.
Wow.
Excuse me. This is the first time that we've ever the same number.
I think so.
Yeah. I don't think because I would have freaked out, and I don't remember freaking out. Yeah.
Huh.
This is the first time I've ever matched numbers.
And it was not a beer.
It was not a beer.
Yeah. Oh, top 3.
I don't know. Let me think about this.
We'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Top 3.
Yes. Mandy, Vampire's Kiss, and I was thinking about on the drive here. Might change my mind. Joe. Where the boy has the alcoholic dad.
Yeah.
Cutting down the wood.
That's very funny because I
cutting down the
Yeah.
wood, cutting down the trees.
Yeah.
Trees made of wood. I'm gonna go.
yeah.
I was also thinking about it earlier.
In the car while driving here.
I was gonna say Frozen Ground in there somewhere, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go Mandy, Con Air, Wicker Man.
Salad.
Mandy, Valley Girl, Drive Angry. It's funny because I think some of the movies that might have been like no don't back in the day. Now I think back and I'm like, it wasn't maybe as
Now that you've
bad
had
as I
time to
thought.
reflect on it.
Yeah. That was super. I liked that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, because just watching this movie, like I know for a fact I would never recommend this movie.
Yeah.
So just like, okay, like why would I not recommend it? And how does that like reflect what movies I would recommend to other people? So
A coworker, James, he says we should do Marky Mark movies. I don't think there's
how many has he been in?
Mark
We'll look it up.
Wahlberg?
Yeah.
He's been in a lot of movies. He's been in a lot.
Really?
Oh yeah. He was in one with Andre 3000.
Oh, dude, Four Brothers.
Yeah, of
The movie
course.
fucking kicks
I know
ass,
it does.
dude.
I know. I know.
I just know Planet of the Apes and
Get off my back.
What
The Happening.
Yeah.
What? No.
What? No.
It's a Transformer. Come on. That wasn't even.
Next movie
will be
I'm a boogie night.
Next, next movie will be The Runner
Yes.
from 2015.
Yes. Is that everything? Right beer, top 3.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. They'll do it.
All right. Want to pee?
Go pee. Hey, this is Brian.
Chris.
Brandon.
We really appreciate you guys checking out the podcast, and we just want to say the only way that we can get more people to hear us is if you suggest us, recommend us, find us on iTunes, rate us 5 stars as always, put a positive review, and hopefully we can put out plenty more content for you.